Hello, how are you?
Hello, I am fine. Thank you. How about you?
Not too bad, thank you. What is your name, please?
My name is Ameer and I'm calling from Bangladesh.
Oh, perfect, Amir. And your accent sounds very British. So well done.
Thank you very much.
Are you using how are you learning English? Because it sounds excellent.
Oh, thank you. I'm an English teacher. I teach in my country.
Ah, now it explains why. But Amir, it sounds like native. It sounds very good. So well done.
Okay, let's see how it goes. Okay, you have just start a little bit.
We'll give it a go. So, Amir, how can I possibly help you? Uh, an English teacher helping an English teacher. How can I help you?
I come here to have some fun. Actually, what
Okay.
what I want to do is, if you want to, then we can play a game like you can ask me weird questions and I'll ask you to. Just
Okay. As long
let
as it's
someone
in
stuck
cambly
down.
protocol, as long as I don't get in trouble for asking too personal questions, it's fine. We will.
You'll have to ask me questions that you feel
Yep.
I'll be stuck down when answering them.
Okay, wonderful. So, do you want to start or shall I start?
You can start with your question, and you can give me time as well. Like if you tell me to speak for 30 seconds or 1 minute or 2 minutes.
Okay. So, how about how about for 30 seconds you tell me about the most unusual dish you have eaten.
Okay, the most unusual dish I have eaten was probably maybe 15 days back. Okay, it was
Okay,
I
yep.
don't actually know what was it, but something like they have mixed up everything: chicken, vegetable, beef, and so many stuff. So I can't even name all of them. But
Yeah.
the taste was really I can't explain the taste. You have to feel it.
Mhm.
Otherwise, it's really hard to explain taste or color to someone if they don't really have any idea about
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Okay, yep. No, that's fine because sometimes people have eaten I've eaten squirrel,
Mhm.
I've eaten pigeon before. So sometimes you can get some quite unusual food.
Yeah.
So there we go. You can ask me a question now.
Okay. Do you think it is important for anyone to be in Egypt once in their life?
To go to Egypt, the
Yeah.
country.
Yeah.
100% yes. It is one of my favorite countries to go to. I think if they don't go to Egypt, they are missing out a lot. Egypt, have you been to Egypt?
No, no, not yet.
You have to go. I think because it has a lot of different attractions. For example, you have the pyramids, so you have tourist attractions, but you also have the beaches. So if you want to enjoy the sunshine,
Yeah.
you can do. I actually went to Egypt in 2016 during Ramadan. So they were fasting, but for the iftars, they were incredible. The Egyptians know how to have fun. So yes, 100% agree.
Okay, that's good. Great. Okay, it's your
Okay,
turn.
my turn. Um, tell me about um, tell me about a favorite place you have visited. Could be in Bangladesh or outside of Bangladesh, and
Okay.
why it was so special.
Okay, my favorite place is Nepal. I visited
Mm-hmm.
there once, yeah, and I really liked it because the natural sceneries are beautiful,
Mm-hmm.
mountainous. The place is mountainous, though it's hard for me to climb. We are from a land which is pretty flat. Bangladesh is
Flat
flat.
or
Yeah,
below sea
yeah,
level. It
yeah,
floods.
yeah. It's flat. It's like a delta. So when I went to Nepal, the scenery, the scenes I was watching, the views were awesome.
Yeah,
It's very
amazing.
beautiful. Even I could see them Mount Everest, the tallest mountain in the world. Yeah,
Yes,
it's
of
amazing
course.
to see, but it's really hard for me to climb. It was that side. Otherwise, the people were
It's hard
friendly.
for anybody, Amir, not just you, anybody.
Yeah, anybody. Yes, right. Life is a
Wow.
little hard there than in our country, but Overall, the
Yeah.
people were also friendly, so I really liked it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And so when did you go to Nepal?
I went there in 2017.
Okay, yeah. But now it's become a lot busier because everybody wants to climb Everest and everybody wants to do Everest Base Camp. So it's becoming a lot more popular to do, shall we say.
Okay. All right. So if you get a chance to ask
Yep.
Donald Trump to do something, and he's bound to fill up your
To
desire,
resign?
what would you ask?
Okay, sorry. So I have to
You
ask
have to
Donald Trump to
give
do
a
what?
reason. Yeah. You get the
Okay.
power to do tell Donald Trump or command Donald Trump to do one thing. Okay,
Oh,
and you have
okay.
to follow it. No option.
Yeah, and good use of command. Okay. I would like Donald Trump to volunteer with an inner city organization where all of the people are either on like minimum wage doing like two free jobs or are immigrants and have come to America for a better life. And then I want him to do one of the jobs that they do.
Hmm.
And then I want him to visit their family in their original country because I feel that would really bring about empathy and sympathy to understand some of the conflicts that are going on in the world. And I
Yeah.
feel it's only once you get in somebody's shoes do you understand what they're going through.
Okay, that's very good. That you will do a
Other than
very
asking
great
him to
job.
resign.
You will make him realize about the real world and life in different countries.
Yeah,
Okay. All
I
right.
feel. What would you ask him? Interesting enough. What would you ask him?
I probably, if it's funny, then I probably ask him to come to Bangladeshi street and sell some jalmuri, puffed rice.
Okay, yep.
Yes. Yeah.
And if you could ask him something serious, what would it be?
Um, I would. I'd like to ask him about. Yeah, the same thing you told me.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I want him to realize people from different countries are
Hmm.
going to America. You know,
Yeah.
you never like to leave your own country if you don't have any kind
Yes.
of complexity. Okay.
Yeah. And
So,
so I live in the Middle East. I'm back in the UK for a bit, but I live in the Middle East. And it was only until I went to the Middle East was I really able to empathize what people go through. And I still can't fully empathize it because I can't put themselves in their shoes because I come from a country where we have free healthcare.
yeah,
So
right.
I can't, I just can't understand what it's like. I wish I could, but
Yeah,
it's so hard unless you've been through that situation within it. And I think something like homelessness is very interesting because they say that you're only one paycheck away from being homeless. And I feel if more people had an understanding of what it's like to have nothing, I feel people might be a bit kinder. I don't know. I
yeah,
hope they
yeah,
would be a bit kinder,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Right. You have the right knowledge, like how to make people realize about
Yeah.
different people and their feelings and their reality.
Yeah.
Okay, of course.
Are there many, sorry, going off at side tangent, because in the UK you have a lot of volunteering opportunities. And I used to teach in an inner city school in London, and there were people that compared to others were in poverty. They didn't have as much money. And the one thing that I wanted for people to achieve was empathy. And I think if you can empathize, you you've got a lot of things sort of sorted.
Yeah,
And there were a lot of volunteering opportunities to help with homeless people. In London, it gets cold in the winter, so you get the rough sleepers, so you could make soup for them. Are there many opportunities of volunteering in Bangladesh itself?
Yeah, you can do a lot of things because we have floods and different
Yep.
disasters.
Mhm.
If you want, like, people really don't get much help from the government. Some rich
Mhm.
people, some businessmen, some students, they come up together and gather some money from different people, different
Yeah.
so, yeah, and then they give it to the people who are in need.
Yeah.
So
And
you
I have,
still
yeah.
have it,
Pardon,
but
sorry?
we have it. But generally,
Yeah.
what happens is we don't have fund like you have in the UK, the government. Okay,
Yeah, of course.
so,
Yeah. Mhm. Yep.
and
And
people, a
yeah,
number of people, population is also huge,
of
much more
course.
than
Yep.
UK.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yep. And what is your school like? So you said you teach at a school. Is it an international school? Or is it a private school? Or is it like a government school? Do you have
uh,
government schools in Bangladesh? What's the school like? I
we
know
have
nothing about Bangladesh schools.
we have government schools as well as private schools, but generally government schools are not really that much good
Yep,
in.
not very good. Yeah,
Yeah,
because there's a lot of
because
people.
people, rich people generally they have the train to go to private schools, English medium
Yep.
schools,
Mhm.
international schools. But
Yep.
unlike UK, the government schools are better. But when
They're
you go
good.
to
Yeah.
college
Yeah. Yeah.
life and university, then
Yeah.
government ones are better. Okay, private ones are not
Okay.
really good.
Oh,
Okay,
so it changes over.
it's case
Interesting.
yeah.
Okay, very interesting. And your school, is it like single sex? So girls are
No.
educated,
We
so
have
it's
both.
mixed. Okay, you
We have
mix
both.
them, yeah. Okay.
Mix, mix, and you also have the option to
Like boys
um,
only and girls. So
there's
it's the
only
same in the UK.
gender wise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I taught at an all-girls school, and sometimes I felt like the girls needed the boys to be in the classroom to keep them
Yeah,
on their toes, to keep the,
uh,
yeah, to have
yeah,
the energy
yes,
and the flows. Yeah, exactly.
competition and a lot of things you can learn together because
Yep.
in the world, women alone cannot do anything. Men also do not do nothing without
They need
women.
the
So
combination. Yeah,
combination, and they also need to know how to combine with each other and work nicely.
exactly. Yep. No,
Well,
exactly.
yeah, you have good thoughts. You're a really
That's
kind
Donald
woman.
Trump, a nice question. But actually, it's I always think if there's more volunteering opportunities, it just helps people understand a bit better. People become a bit more wiser, a bit more appreciating of
Yes.
what they've got,
Yeah.
because they've been through it themselves.
Absolutely, absolutely. I agree with your point. Like, if you know how it feels when you are
Hmm.
hungry and you don't have food or money,
Yep,
next day, if you see someone, you become rich, and if see someone in the street who is
yep,
starving, then you can fill him or her, and you will obviously give something.
exactly,
Okay, to
because you
help them.
know what it is. There's been,
You practically know how it is. So I
yeah,
think government that we form, or the prime minister especially, should come from the ordinary group of people. They
yep,
should come from
hmm,
the lowest part of the society. Then
yep,
the
to
country can
understand.
grow much faster.
Yeah.
Well,
And
in the end,
what's really,
I'll ask you last question. Okay.
okay, fine. I was going to tell you one more. Okay, tell me. Go on,
Okay.
Amir. One
So
last question.
you have to tell me, do you think I have the ability to teach students, especially English? And if you
Yes.
think, why do you think?
Okay.
Okay.
So I think you do because I think you're very engaging. So you've got a lot of empathy. You're very agreeable and you're very knowledgeable. But you're very enthusiastic. So when you teach or when you speak English, you speak with a lot of passion. So you're not like I like English. You're very engaged. You kind of move with the words. Does that make sense? So I think you have a fantastic skill to get someone drawn in because a language is like playing a musical instrument. If you
Yeah.
make a mistake, it knocks a lot of confidence. And that's what I do with a lot of my students. It's about the confidence. So I definitely think you have that ability that if I made a mistake, I wouldn't feel that my teacher is going to shout at me or tell me. You come across as very patient and calm, which are very important skills, and your accent is very good. There's no, that's what I still stand by, Amir. You sound like you are British.
Okay.
So
Thank you
whatever
very
you're
much.
listening to, it's the best. Keep listening to it.
All right. Thank you very much.
Fab.
Thank you very
You
much.
are more than welcome, Amir. Have a lovely rest of the day. Well done for an excellent lesson.
You too. You too. Good
Take
night.
care. See you later. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Bye.